Alright, enough with the drama. Let's get into this. For those who don't know, Club Penguin was a wildly popular MMORPG where you would play as a penguin avatar. It had the typical things you would expect from an MMORPG, such as cosmetics, minigames, events, and tons upon tons of role-playing. But how did Club Penguin begin, and what caused it to be more or less a fragment of internet history? Today, we'll be diving into the rise and subsequent fall of Club Penguin. Just like most games, Club Penguin as we know it today wasn't thought of in its entirety immediately. In 2000, developer Lance Prebeat created the Flash game Experimental Penguins and released it through the company Rocket Snail Games. This game featured blocky penguins in a blank white background who could walk around and speak. While the game was unfortunately scrapped a year later, its creation led to inspiration for the company, who now wanted to make a penguin-based MMORPG. Two more games were made, being Penguin Chat 1 and Penguin Chat 2, however they eventually came upon the idea of Club Penguin. An entirely new company was made for developing Club Penguin, called New Horizon Interactive. Club Penguin would use assets from Penguin Chat 2 in its creation. The earliest archive I can find showing these is from August 2004. On August 22, 2005, Club Penguin went into beta testing and racked up a total of 15,000 beta testers in its 2-month runtime. The game officially released on October 24, 2005. Club Penguin exploded in popularity, gaining 3.9 million accounts in just 2 years of official release. This attracted the attention of the media powerhouse, Disney. At the time, Disney was trying to capitalize on the children's MMORPG genre, having 3 other off-main site games under their belt, being Toontown, Pixie Hollow, and a Pirates of the Caribbean game that lagged so much you couldn't play it. Disney wanted even more games to make money off of, and proposed buying New Horizon Interactive and Club Penguin from Rocket Snail Games for $350 million. Rocket Snail Games jumped on the opportunity of funding and gladly sold their properties to Disney. Club Penguin only continued to grow exponentially with Disney's influence in marketing. By late 2007, the game had over 30 million accounts, and only showed potential for more. Disney even began to do cross-promotions for other newly released properties through the use of in-game themed parties. I personally remember many of those. Anyways, the game began growing into its own franchise, with many books, clothing, plushies, trading cards, and even other games. There were 3 games made for Nintendo systems, and 1 phone game created that could link to your in-game account to earn money. It was such a grand time. Until Disney wanted to be a greedy little corporation. See, despite Disney having an absolute powerhouse of a game on their hands, they wanted to milk even more money out of the cash cow. In 2015, Disney fired many employees who worked on Club Penguin, justifying it as streamlining their operations. Disney had already shut down all 3 of its other MMORPGs in 2013 due to them not making the company enough money. Club Penguin was the only MMORPG Disney still had left in its hands, and it was going to do everything in its power to suck the game dry. On January 30th, 2017, Disney announced they would be closing Club Penguin in favor of launching a successor, Club Penguin Island. This enraged many fans, as Club Penguin was as good as it is. It did not need a successor, and the game was still making enough profit from its users to keep the servers alive. On March 29, 2017, Club Penguin shut down for good. On the same day, Club Penguin Island launched. Needless to say, the successor did not see much success. The game was doomed from the start, due to many fans' nostalgia for the old game and the fact Disney made it a pay-to-play. It was so extremely obvious due to the fact that you couldn't even wear the free clothing you got at the beginning mission without a membership, much less even play some core games without membership. This issue of barely being able to play without membership made the game into a giant, "Please give us your money!" advertisement. Club Penguin Island shut down on September 27, 2018, a little less than a year and a half after release. Despite the run of the actual game coming to a close and Disney no longer producing anything related to the franchise, the game somehow remains alive. Many fans of the franchise have been tirelessly working to keep the game alive, in the name of internet history preservation. The longest-running, unlicensed version of the game, Club Penguin Rewritten, has been fighting against Disney's attempts to copyright strike them down, maintaining that because their version is free to play and in the name of history preservation, they are within free use. Even though the game has come and gone, Club Penguin will be remembered fondly by many as a large portion of their childhoods. The game was truly magnificent, and hopefully will be preserved for many generations to come.